The other things to consider, not that it's an issue here at all in Tea Gardens because there isn't any, but would be something like mine subsidence. A lot of properties around Lake Macquarie, Newcastle area have issues with mine subsidence, which means there's basically mining under the ground, and the mine subsidence board needs to approve your house or not. And on some of those blocks of land you can't build concrete slabs. The other issue, again not affecting us here in Tea Gardens, would be flooding. Would be if a lot of the properties, for instance, around the Central Coast where there's a tidal waterway, have a level that you have to build up from the existing ground to for your living areas, just in case of a flood event. So there's a few things in there that you should be aware of. However, it is important to keep a focus on your overall budget for the home and the land prior to you buying your land. And I can't state that enough. If someone's hiding something from you and you're choosing a block of land, it almost always ends in pain, and that's financial pain, because you haven't found out all the facts about the land up front. So my advice to you is, if you're looking at land, you ask for all the information up front, and your builder, the builder that you choose, or builders who may be quoting, you provide all that information to them, a contour survey which shows the levels of the land relative to the street, any geotechnical information that's contained in the contract from the vendor, the person who's selling you the land, and that's very important. The other consideration, sometimes people look at knocking down an old home and recreating a new home on that property. That's good. As an example, if there was an old service station there on that site 10 years ago, and there's just a vacant block now, it looks nice and level. However, you might find that there's issues with the soil quality to go underneath the home. I know in Sydney there's been some instances of that around the waterways on the edges of rivers in Sydney from past contamination. So there's a lot of considerations. However, having said that, once you've got the information up front, you can calculate the cost. That's really what it's about. And choosing land is a very personal thing. You might want a cul-de-sac. You might be happy living on a busier road and you build a wall, and just because you've got a view at the back, you might have a beautiful view of the water that you want to attain. But at the end of the day, there's the right house for every block of land, and there's also the wrong house, and sometimes builders get it very wrong. If people don't take the time to sit down with you, talk about your needs, your wants, what you're trying to achieve, your budget, etc., and just give you a house design that doesn't necessarily suit your lifestyle, and you build it on a block of land, you don't get the sun in the right rooms. There's lots of things that can go wrong, but you shouldn't really be scared by that, because you've just really got to deal with someone who knows what they're talking about in relation to planning your home. And that could be an architect, it could be a building designer, or it could be a project builder, it could be a smaller custom builder, sort of mum and dad type operation, or a medium-sized builder. Most of the more reputable building companies and the better sort of custom builders have a relationship with an architect or a building designer who can come up with a solution for you on the property. But at the end of the day, you've got to get a price you're happy with, primarily on the block of land that you like. You choose the land first, pick the position. As they say in real estate, it's position, position, position. The house is easy normally once you've chosen the land and you've got clear in your own mind what you want. So on the other section of the Home Easy website, there's a section there called Building a Home, and another home design section. You might want to have a look at the videos on there. I'm going to run through the very, very simple process of planning and getting your mind around exactly what you want and your budget. So I look forward to sharing that with you in the next part of Home Easy, and bye for now. Good luck choosing your land.